Hi Gemini, here is your guidance for this Jupiter transit. So it's going to be for a year, so it's going to be from now to right until June next year. And this will give you a bit of an indication, a bit of the energy of what's working really well for you. Now, what's quite interesting, when I was shuffling the card, one shot out, so put it back in again, then shuffled it again, same card shot out. And that is the power. So this is telling me that this energy for you is very, very important. The power is speak your truth. So be really mindful of what you're saying, even your thoughts, because I feel like this kind of this next year can bring in some big changes around you, but you can actually kind of block them by your thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. So really be mindful on, first of all, knowing your truth, speaking your truth. I think also as well, you may find that you might not want to be around certain people, certain individuals. You may have outgrown this, outgrown that. That's all right. Just accept it. Don't dwell on where you've been. Just go with how you feel. You've got the card connection as well. So I want to say this to you. If you have your own business, this is a good time for you to sort of like bring in new clients, step out there. But because you've got the card of connection, the power, you're going to have to do something a little bit different. So you can't just expect things to be the same. You're going into a different phase now. So if you've been doing things a certain way, like to bring in new clients or new work, then it's time to think out the box, and you probably need to actually. Nothing is going to be the same around you. Things are really going to shift and change. The connection card can also say to you that I'd be very surprised within a year if you haven't met anyone significant, be that if you're single or relationship, be that friendships, be that work, be that clients. New faces and new kind of sort of like people are going to come in, but you can just kind of stay in your same old loop. So you need to kind of step out of a little bit of your comfort zone now, actually. And I get these like roses in my house. I'm smelling the roses, so make sure you go places that make you feel inspired, that make you feel calm, that make you feel like joyful, that make you feel happy. You've got to be a bit more sociable in the next 12 months as well. So it doesn't mean going out every night partying your head off, but unless you want to. But I mean, it's about stepping out there, connections, especially if you're single, especially if you want to meet new people, and especially if you want to meet love. You have to really step out there now. Things aren't coming to you or knocking at your door. You need to step out there. It doesn't have to be too extreme as well. Some of you are going to be thinking about sort of like changing of work. There is a lot of things going on in your work in the next 12 months. So maybe some of you are thinking it's time to change your work, and I would say yes, it is. Maybe some of you are thinking you want to add another element to your work. Some of you may be thinking you want to change your career and do something completely different. And these feelings will be really work well for the ones that have been thinking about this or feeling like this for a long time. You're going into more of a transit, more of a time when things are going to start feeling like your pathway is going to open up. That's why you need to use that energy as well. I know you're not necessarily like routine, but you do stay a little bit in your routine and what you know. So you need to kind of like step out your comfort zone, because otherwise you're just going to miss all the opportunities that are out there for you as well. So if you go to the same place, do the same thing day in, day out, nothing to do with work, or if you say, like for instance, even if you like going out for coffee but you go to the same place, shake things up, go somewhere different. Your cards are telling me you need to be more sociable and you need to step out there now. So this is a time for you to sort of like take center stage and step out there, and you'll see like positive changes come around you, maybe inspiration and that. But remember, you've got the power. The power also says to you to know your truth, to know what you want, to feel what you really want. But yours is all about connection. Connection is also connection to spirit, to your guidance, listening to your inner guidance. But I feel this is also connection to stepping out there and people. So here's my question for you. Are you very sociable? If you are, that's fine. But if you're a bit of a hermit and there's not many people around you, it's time for you to step out there. And definitely, if you are single, this could be a great time this next year to really meet a love. But you're going to have to do things differently, Gemini. You're going to have to step out there, you know. And if you've been doing the same things and nothing's changed, shake things up around you as well. I get the word voyage, so you're on a bit of a voyage. Maybe some of you are thinking of emigrating and going abroad. If you're thinking of doing that, I really feel the energy is really strong around you for that. Maybe some of you are going on a bit of a self-discovery inner voyage and stuff like that. So I feel very much as if like there's going to be a bit of a journey around you. What I see in my head is a boat, right? A boat. So you might not necessarily be going on a boat, but a boat, a picture of a boat, a painting of a boat or something like that represents this inner journey, this voyage, you know. And when you see that, it is a sign to say, right, I need to start striving forward for my dreams and goals. I need to go on this journey now, you know. And you're going to see that sign throughout this year if you are just stuck. You know, if you're not doing what you should be doing, if you're not following your truth, you will see something to do with a boat, something to do with like a picture or something, a boat, a painting, and it just means, right, I need to go on my journey. And you may even see it as you go on your journey and think nothing's changed, but it's just a sign to keep going, because you are on a bit of a journey, you're on a bit of a voyage. You're not going to know how everything's going to come, but you need to know what you want. And that is what, if you want more clients, more work, more money, more love, you need to declare, this is what I desire, this is what's coming my way. And then you need to start moving forward to bring in these things in. Doesn't have to be big, huge, extreme changes, but you need to change things. Gemini, the energy around you is completely different, and it's going to be different. You need to put on those different shoes now. You need to wear some bright colours, be seen, be heard, you know. Don't make everything always about a joke. This is serious stuff now. This is your life. It's time for you to go and get what you desire.